You're listening to KWBH Radio, West Beverly High.
Oh yeah, we're back. The WINE-021-BROS are back at it, back in the habit.
Yes. Oh, we're like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes, we're just broing our way through BH-021-0 Season 1, I guess is what we'll call it.
Yes, I like it.
Oh yeah.
Essentially.
Great stuff. Anyway, your host, Patrick M. Dunn, glad to be here.
I'm Stephen DeFiore. I'm also glad to be here.
And together, we are the self-proclaimed WINE-021-BROS. Very excited.
Yes.
Right.
It's going to be fun.
So what are we doing tonight? Even though I just said it like a minute ago, but I guess we got to hear it from your lips.
The official, yes, we are doing BH-021-0 Season 1, Episode 2, The Pitch, with the original air date of August 14th, 2019. So weird not saying 1990-something there.
Yeah, you're in that habit of doing it.
I'm like,
Yeah, today's episode's from August 15th, 1991, I think. I don't really know.
1919?
100 years ago.
The fuck? Yeah.
The post-Titanic sunk America. World War I has happened and it's come and gone.
That's a history thing. I don't know that.
The mission is looming. It's on the horizon.
Oh. Yes. Drink them if you got them.
We're gonna go through all of our hooch right now. Before this mini season or mini series, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, mini series works for me.
I like it. I dig. You dig. Anyway.
Yeah, I dig.
I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a step down from the first one, but it was good nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. It was enjoyable. It had drama. It had comedy. It had Tori Spelling. We're happy.
We had just a stalker and voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Not expecting that at all.
No, and I'm very disappointed about that.
Really?
Just because they were custom-made dolls, and whoever it is just fucking ruined them all. It's not fair. I want my set.
Well, we'll save who we thought did it at our theories corner at the end of the episode. So stick around. Stick around to the end. Hopefully you're sticking around to the end.
Yes, please do. And review us and like us and comment nice things because I'm very sensitive. And have fun.
You can listen to all our other episodes because we're going through the regular series. We're in Season 2 right now. You can listen to them on iTunes, Podcoin, or you can listen to them on Brenda666.com or at saltyrockmedia.com or Twitter and Instagram. We're WINE-021-BROS?
Yes,
and
sir.
It's a 0, not the letter O, but I'm sure you knew that.
Yes, it's so weird hearing it. 90210. I'm like, what the fuck did they say? No.
You know. No, just kidding. All right. You want to take us into this world, Stephen DeFiore, the TV watcher?
All right. Yes, let's start. We open on another dream sequence.
Comfortable in my beach office.
Oh, yes.
Top button.
Your very fancy beach office here. Yeah. Yes, I'm in the cave. I'm in my husband's cave.
Burt Ward as Dick Grayson.
Yes.
Robin.
Right there, somewhere. There. We open with another dream sequence this week. We follow Kelly as she's walking down the halls of West Beverly High. We see Donna, we see Brandon, we see Steve, we see Andrea. They all kind of reach out to her and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? I heard about your stalker. Oh, you shouldn't join that cult. They're crazy. And, you don't need to take diet pills, Kel. They're going to fuck you up. And, hey, Kelly, what about that party you went to? If you go, you might catch on fire. You shouldn't do this. And Kelly's confused. She's like, what the fuck is happening? And then we hear DJ David Silver dedicate the song Listen to Your Heart to Kelly. And he announces that she was shot in the parking lot at LAX. And the lights start to flicker. It's almost like our Brenda 666 moment last week. And now we see Jenny Garth shoot up in her bed, gasping for air.
Can we just briefly talk about how great they all looked as playing high school students?
They did.
Notably,
they did. I love Donna's top.
Notably, Jenny Garth and Gabrielle Carteris, I thought, like, pulled it off the best out of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I
did like the iron shirt was buttoned all the way up to the top too.
Oh yeah, the classic. You know what? I'll model it for our audience at
Mm-hmm.
home. There we go. Even like the collar button.
Yes.
Right? It's kind of like restricted. I don't know if I can do this for too long. Ugh. Choking over here. Do you think I could?
Yeah. You shouldn't join that cult, Kelly. You'll catch on fire or some
I don't want to go to the
shit.
frat party tonight, Kel. You might catch on fire. Emily Valentine might be there. I was kind of disappointed that Brenda doesn't show up in the dream sequence, though.
Yeah, we'll see Shannon soon, but no Brenda yet. I mean, they haven't shown her in any of the dream sequences.
Hold on. All right, there we go.
Yeah, she's kind of like the Emperor in the first few Star Wars movies, where she's just kind of, or he's heard and you don't really see him, and then he pops up a little bit, but you still don't really get a good glimpse of him. And then when they're ready for it at the end, we'll see
she's
Brenda.
Kind of this cloaked villainess that lurks in the background at all times. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Or AKA saving the souls.
Yes. Oh yeah, sea lions.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, she said it at the end. I'm like, is this a seal or a sea lion? I don't know. And then she says sea lion. I'm like, okay, thank you.
I throw this out there. I don't think I actually know the diff.
I don't either. I just know they're two of my favorite animals, and otters and dogs.
She's back from Africa, though, right? She's back in the USA. I almost said USSR, like the famous Beatles song.
We're on our way.
All right. Where are we?
All right. So, it's the morning. Jenny's drinking coffee. She's kind of freaking out. She's talking to her daughter Kyler about her dream. And, I appreciate the fact that they actually kept Jenny Garth's real tattoos and Brian Austin Green's real tattoos. I like that. But her daughter doesn't.
Tattoos?
I don't know. It's on her forearm, like right here. There's something written. It looks like some sort of cursive. It's hard to see. And then she had one like on her wrist.
A handwritten letter from Steve Wasserman.
Yes.
Wassy. R.I.P. Wassy. Ouija board us.
Yes. Please do. Kyler doesn't think that making zillions of dollars on a show for 10 years is really all that traumatic. And this is when Jenny notices that Kyler has a script with her and that she was going to audition for a show. And Jenny tells her, yet again, there will be no acting in my house until after you're 18 years old. She takes the script from Kyler. Kyler gives her an envelope. Jenny opens it, and there are her divorce papers that her ex has filed.
Kind of a spoiler. Was it the divorce papers or was it the emancipation papers from Kyler?
This one starts with the divorce papers, and then midway through, she gets the emancipation papers.
You're such a
yes.
You get the
stickler.
Hawk like an eye, eyes like a hawk, hawk like an eye.
I watch them like 3 times, so
that is true.
Yes. So we cut over to the Fox Studios. Jenny and Tori are discussing the divorce, and before they can really get into details, they head in for the pitch meeting. Tori is showing them the video of the infamous dress stealing from Vegas. She lets them know that video had over 5 million views within 24 hours because everyone wants to see this cast together again. And the people at Fox agree they're ready to do the reboot, but only if she can get everyone involved. And they want it to be soon. How quickly can Tori and Jenny get everyone together? And Tori says, well, we're seeing them all today.
Yeah, say, it's like very... They want like an answer by the end of the day, it seems like. And I don't know, it just so happens that the Beverly Gang has to go to court for their crimes.
Yes.
Stealing a, I guess, just Donna's, was it the spring fling dress? Is that what it was?
Yeah, spring fling dress.
Which, I don't know, she probably sold, you know what, when she was having financial trouble, she probably sold it for some extra scratch.
Not yet, but we find out what she does.
Sorry.
Yes. That's all right. I would have too, though, if I were her. So we're at the courthouse, and Tori is pulling a Lori Loughlin. She's out there signing things. She's thanking all of her fans, taking pictures. She's like, come on, Jenny, this is just like a red carpet. Look at all this publicity. And Jenny and Jason are asked to post a picture together. Tells him that he's looking very puffy. He must have had some sort of Asian food last night. And he puts his arm around her back, and she's like, you touch my back again, and I will gouge your eyes out. I really like Jenny this week. So Priestley walks away. He runs up to Ian's earring and wants to know if he's talked to his wife yet about cheating on him. And Ian says, nope, not without my lawyer present. And then we see Brian. He's signing his mugshot saying, like, come on, there are better pictures of me out there. And then one of my favorite scenes, Gabrielle Carteris walks by, and she just starts flipping Tori and Jenny off as they try to talk to her. She is not here for anyone's bullshit. It's great.
That was the moment of the episode. I want to see the uncensored cut of that. I want that to be my wallpaper on my computer. Or I want that as like a poster. Yeah, can we talk about...
Yes. Come on, Gabby.
Briefly touch back on the whole... you compared Tori thanking her fans for their support to Lori Loughlin. I really kind of like that aspect. I didn't think of that.
Oh, I did. First time I saw it, I was like, oh, it's like Aunt Becky.
Do you think the writers added that in as like a response to that whole incident?
I do. I would have. You know, I would have been like, you know what? Let's make Tori kind of like this. Like, oh, look, free publicity. I'm going to sign shit.
Fashion Corner, can we very quickly talk about Tori's court outfit?
Yes. The white and yellow and black like lines and checkers.
Giant, like a giant flannel print. Like giant flannel print. It looks like a... kind of like a classy tablecloth, but it's held together by like a hot belt and fishnet stockings, which I don't know, ties it all together.
Yeah.
Kind of just shows like, you know what? I know it's fucking court. I don't have to look like a fucking I don't know, but she just showed up to court looking hot. I think hottest at the courthouse.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll give it to her. All right.
Yes. She wins this one. So the judge is reading all the charges off to the cast, and it was, you know, theft, destruction of property, larceny, blah, 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 blah. She says they're all very deplorable people. Tori stands up. She's like, no, don't blame the rest of them. This was all on me. It was my idea. No one else should have to pay for my crimes. You know, she wants to apologize to the owner of the dress, and she learns here that she's also getting sued for stealing the dress from this guy in a civil suit for $100,000, and he wants her to return the dress unwashed to him as soon as she can. So, not looking good for Tori. The court sentences everybody to 50 hours community service.
All right, so I think my mind might have just shut off for a hot second. When the judge said that you know, she wanted Tori to return the dress unwashed, but it just dawned on me. Because it's like, oh man, so Tori's been wearing that. You know, she wore that on the flight back from Vegas. She probably was like running it, sweaty in it, all hot and bothered.
Yep.
And now this guy, this creepy.
Did you see him in there too? Just like.
Do you think that was like a super fan, like a longtime fan? They just had to throw him in.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think it was based
I hope so.
If it wasn't actually, do you think it was based on anyone real? Like something real might have happened back in the day involving a fan?
I can see that. They're fucking creepy, some of them.
I was gonna say.
But that's just for Brian.
Please don't listen to any of these episodes of the podcast, stars of the show. If you made it this far, please don't go back and listen to our back catalog. But
we like the backhanded compliments.
We may have, very rightfully so, cut out probably the creepiest thing we've ever done in podcast history.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Maybe we'll talk about it on the Patreon.
No.
Version.
Yes, Patreon people are the only ones that get access to that shit. And it's like top tier.
Yeah, we need $100 or more to be able to hear this. Yeah.
You're right. Right.
All right, where are we?
So, after the hearing, everyone's kind of running down the stairs at the courthouse. Tori stops them and thanks everyone for being there today. She wants to make it up to all of them, so she has a business proposition, a do-over of the show. We were great in Vegas. We were great in the court. We can be on the show. Let's do a reboot. Everyone laughs at her, and then the opening credits roll.
We cut back to the opening credits. We talked about it last episode. We love them. They're fun.
Yes, I still love them.
Everyone looks like they're having fun.
Yes.
The only thing that's missing is like the beach scenes where they're like standing next to surfboards and doing a human pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it though. I'll take what I can get. I miss opening credits on any TV show at this point.
Like original songs, not just a popular song that you could listen to on Apple Music, but a composition actually for the show.
Like, yeah, it's freaking awesome. So Tori tells everyone, Fox is actually serious about this reboot, and we all think it could be huge. They're all still pretty dismissive, so she gets real with them and tells them that she needs this to happen. She stood up for them in court. She took a bullet for them, which Gabrielle adds that, you shot the gun. Jason, he just throws his hands up. He's the first one to say no. He doesn't want to be Brandon Walsh anymore. He's over it. Ian's too busy. He says he has to figure out how to get proof his wife is cheating on him, or else she'll get half of anything he earns. And Brian does want to get back into acting, but he admits that middle-aged white rappers are not exactly sexy. I disagree. The cast leaves.
You just brushed over that very quickly. You're like, I disagree.
I disagree.
Reasons why. 13 reasons why.
No, just follow his Instagram and his Twitter, and you'll see why I disagree with that statement.
Listen to his podcast and his what year was his Playgirl cover?
I don't know. It's somewhere in a bookcase over that way.
Though, right? It's just like him shirtless, maybe.
No, not even full shirtless. He has just shirt open and jacket open. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. And not a lot of tattoos at that point either. Yeah, I'm here for 2019 bag, not 90 blah bag. Is that old? No. Yeah, it was still, the show was still on the air. He was still dating Tiffany Amber Thiessen, I think, or they just broke up.
Whoa.
It was pretty old.
Yeah, because Playgirl ceased for a while, then it came back when Sarah Palin's daughter's boyfriend did a shoot for it, right? But then it folded again. Is that the whole Playgirl saga?
Yeah. Yes, I think it's online only, probably.
Well, next week we'll record live from the Playgirl mansion. I'll wear my silk robe.
Yes.
Ooh,
I'll wear a Ravenclaw robe.
I don't even know what that is.
Great.
It sounds great.
I know. I'm not going to school you today.
That'll be for that Patreon for our after show.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
So we are at the spelling house because we don't really know what Tori's husband's name is other than Nate. Tori's playing with a dollhouse-sized peach pit. She has dolls of the cast, and she's trying to figure out how she can get everyone to agree to do this reboot. She tells Nate a story about how her dad refused to accept the word no when it came to Charlie's Angels, and she's going to be like him. She will not take the word no. She is going to make this happen. Nate shrugs it off and says, yeah, it'll be like fighting a forest fire with a garden hose, and he walks away.
We get a fun line, though, from Nate that I really liked, because Tori mentions that her dad, the late, great Aaron Spellin, never took no for an answer, and then Nate just said, well, actually, your dad just, threatened to buy the studio.
Yes. That's not an option
Tori
for
goes,
them.
You know what? Unfortunately, I didn't inherit my dad's money.
No. Or his financial acumen.
I think she said his financial genes, I believe is the line that she said.
Yeah. Yes.
Which,
yes.
Call back to reality.
It's true.
After he died. Candy Spelling, Tori's mom, blocked her inheritance. That's the legend.
I think, yeah. I mean, Candy got, I think, from what I remember, like 80% of everything, and then the kids each got 10%. But Candy blocked both of them from accessing it, I believe, was the story.
Yeah, I know there was some drama, some financial woes. Maybe the show will touch on it. Who knows? We'll find out.
Yes. If not, there's always any of Tori's books or her other TV show, That's So Tori, I think it's called. It's up there somewhere.
Tori spelling the beans. Tori and Nate spelling the beans. Whatever fucking
right? No, this was a VH1 show. So Notorious. Jesus. Yeah, So Notorious with Zachary Quinto and her.
Meister.
Yes, it's a great show. That might come up later in the podcast for the actual WINE-021-BROS to talk about. Siler. Pre-Siler, yeah. Yeah, this is pre-Siler. He plays her sassy gay best friend, Sasson.
Who knew?
It's great.
Who knew?
Right?
All right.
So we are now with, the Priestleys. Jason and Camille are discussing the reboot. She says that it's a great idea. Reboots are hot right now. People would actually just eat up seeing Brandon and Kelly together again. And then she adds that a steady acting job would be very helpful for the baby that she's, carrying for them. Yes, harvesting. She gets a text message she doesn't like, and Jason notices, but she plays it off as being nauseous. So she goes outside and she reprimands the guy that's out there. He wants to talk to her. He tells her that she has something he wants, and if she wants her secret to remain a secret, she'll do this one favor for him, which we find out later.
This is great.
What
this
it
is great. Very, very soapy. Totally something that you would see on a 1990 primetime soap or even a daytime soap. So the fact that they're bringing this element into the series is great. Love it. Yeah,
I love it. Yes. This is what I'm here for.
It's not just straight up reboot shenanigans. We also get cheated wives, stalkers, blackmail, voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
Voodoo dolls.
Yes. Oh, that's great. So we'll go very quick. Jenny confronts Kyler for going on the audition and for skipping school. Kyler doesn't care because she got the gig. She's going to play a drunk cheerleader. And Jenny says, nope, you're not, because as long as you're under my roof, you're not going to do anything that I don't want you to do.
I believe the acting role doesn't even have a name. Jenny looks at the script and she's just drunk cheerleader? You're not even
Yeah, I could play that in my sleep.
I played that for 20 years. 10 years. I don't know. However long this fucking show is on for.
Yes. We have a quick scene with Brian auditioning for a movie. He knows he's bombing it. It's really bad. He kind of mocks the script, saying he's not sure if it's a drama, if it's a comedy. The casting director says that he'll share Brian's thoughts with the writer, and Brian's just shit, fuck it, I totally fucked this one up. So he's shocked when he's offered the role, and he's like, yeah, I'll sign on. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's film this movie. And then the casting director says, well, be sure to say hi to your wife for me. We can't wait to hear what she comes up with for the score.
I had a hot theory that he was either working on one of two things. He was going to be the CW Dynasty Season 3, because I believe that takes place in Atlanta, or maybe he's getting a brave new role on The Walking Dead, and they just need a pop song for an episode. Who knows?
Yes. Oh, that'd be amazing.
I can picture one of the
he'd play a zombie.
One of the walkers has earbuds in, and Michonne picks up the earbuds, and it's a Shay song. And then she gets bit, and someone bites her. And it's Brian Austin Green, but he's the first half human, half walker. He's a walker that can talk her. He's a talker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a talker.
A
walker talker.
Spoiled the next season. Sorry.
That's. I gave up on that show. It's fine.
Or maybe it's that. Maybe it's that AMC Walking Dead movie that's supposed to have Rick in it. That one. Yeah. Maybe Maybe he's gonna play Mitch Fuck Buddy.
I'd watch that.
He's been alone in the woods for a long time, and he meets a hot, handsome 40-something-year-old, and he's just like, it's just handjob corner in the woods of Georgia.
Can you write that movie for me? And we'll have our Patreon people like actually pay for it. It'll be great. We'll do a GoFundMe.
I'll also write the Shay song for you.
But we're gonna switch to AMC.
You gotta say that one more time. You cut up for a hot sec.
We're gonna switch it from AMC over to HBO. I know where my priorities lie.
We'll get the HBO CEO of Penis on the horn, and he'll work that magic. He'll draw up the papers. He'll be like, hey, your boy Luke did it on Oz in 1998.
Yes. Nothing would honor his memory more.
Or if you have the widescreen VHS version of Calendar Girl, you can very briefly see full screen. I'm sorry.
Full screen.
Sorry, fans. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. Yes. I don't want you to spend $400 on Amazon or eBay or whatever for a fucking very rare, super rare full screen Calendar Girl VHS. You have to go up to your
26 years ago
attic to find a fucking VCR to play it.
VCRs. I can't wait till we get into like the importance of a VCR in the show. Like, we'll watch this tape and, Donna inserts a VHS into a VCR. It's so exciting. It's going to be great.
The tape gets eaten up and her precious memories are gone forever. You know what?
Right?
Do you think, show universe David Silver, do you think he has like a house filled with VHS tapes from the 90s, or do you think he's converted it over to digital by now?
He probably converted it. He was always on like the cutting edge of technology.
I feel like he probably like checked out at one point though. I feel like maybe like DVD to Blu-ray, like that conversion was like the end of his like, this is too much for me. Too hot.
Yeah, that's where I am with 4K. I stopped.
I haven't even hit. Like I see there's 4K just costs a little bit more, and I'm like, I'm blind as a bat anyway. So regular K works for me.
Right. Yeah, I'll take my 1080p. Thank you.
The only special K I need is cereal.
Yeah.
All right, where are we? We got a lot to get through.
Sorry, I'm choking on my tongue. Yes. Tori is with Jenny. They're both commiserating their misery here. Tori feels like she's the worst producer in the world. She can't get the cast together. Jenny says she's the worst mother in the world. And Tori has words of wisdom. If your kids aren't mad at you, you're not doing it right. She starts like rearranging the schedule on the refrigerator with a marker board. And Jenny's just watching. She's like, you're so impressive. Like, you have to stop being so hard on yourself here. It's not easy doing what you do. You're reining in these 6 children, these 6 people. And, I don't understand how you can do this. And Tori realizes, like, light bulb moment. Oh, it's like putting out a forest fire with the gardening hose. She smiles. She's like, I have it. I'm going to rein in my angels. And then, her kid starts crying and she has to change a poopy diaper.
The scene with Nate from earlier because he references Charlie's Angels. So I get, so I guess Tori's like the new Charlie, like reining in all these angels. So shout out to her, I guess. Shout out to her for being the new Aaron Spellin.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, she's great. So she meets with Jason Priestley first. She understands his desire to want to be separated from Brandon Walsh and to direct the episode. She respects that. She's going to offer him the job of director for pilot. And he says the needle is kind of swinging in a new direction. He might be on board, but he has the issue with the actor that he punched out. So Jason goes to Gabrielle's place, and he meets her granddaughter. And he kind of says that he's afraid that the actor that punched him is going to cost him some director's jobs in the future. And Gabby says she'll see what she can do to get the teenage douchebag to let everything go with Jason. So then she tells Jason, she's been feeling a little bit of trouble since Vegas. He assumes it's because he knows that he hooked up with Jenny. She says, no, this is something I did. I kissed someone who was a woman, and it's not exactly a new feeling for her. And he wants to know why now. So Gabrielle says that the one thing she wants for her granddaughter is to be her most authentic self, and she feels like a hypocrite for not being that also.
I love this brave new Gabby. Hot stuff.
Yeah, I know, she's awesome.
I wish she was this fun on the original run.
I know. I understand why she left the show now.
She wanted to do a talk show. And scissor with
Yeah. At least there she could be the real Gabby. Yeah, Scissor with Wendy.
Wendy Williams?
Oh, Scissor Sisters. Yeah, because
Oprah,
she's a talk show host too.
Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones.
Yeah. Ellen, come on, lesbian talk show host.
Phil Donahue. Sally Jesse Raphael. We forgot about her, like the elephant in the room, like the most important one.
I would be happy to forget about her. I hate her. I always hated her show. Except for the one time that she had Chili from TLC on there. I've always hated her. I don't know why. I don't like her.
With January Jones.
Give me my Oprah.
And gals. This is the podcast in which Patrick M. Dunn and January Jones talk about the hottest television series from the 1990s. And you know what? She'll wear a cute top while she's doing it. Cuter than whatever the fuck it is you're wearing right now. Oh.
It's my Empire Strikes Back shirt, fool. I bought this in Disneyland.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, no more January Jones. It's Steven territory now. Because we're talking about Brian. Brian Austin Green interrupts the dance rehearsal with Shay and her dancers, and he's pissed that she would offer the producers of the movie her music if they would just cast Brian in the movie. He says he wants to earn roles for himself and not look like some chump because he needs his wife to get him the jobs. He's, annoyed with her. He storms out of the room, and then we cut outside, and we have someone recording them on a cell phone.
Hot stuff.
And we name him Stalker Boy.
Before we get to Stalker Boy, hot stuff. We have to talk about Fashion Corner right here. Brian Austin Green's Ed Hardy Hawaiian-esque type shirt. But it was great. It was great.
Mm-hmm. I like it. It's not as offensive as most Ed Hardy shirts are on the eyes, but it's borderline. It's a very fine line that he's walking here.
WINE-021-BROS, so follow us if you dare.
Yes. Now, I have a question for you. You work in a hospital. You work in the emergency room, right? Like, do you see patients' insurance cards and IDs and everything when you're kind of processing them in?
The process of insurance.
Or is that after?
Insurance cards and stuff, but I mean, I occasionally see one because someone hands me one thinking that I'm that person.
Okay. So that's what I do. I work with, doctor's office. I always have insurance cards and everything. The middle name is typically never on there. And in this case of this episode, this Stalker Boy is pinning up photos of Brian's fight with Shay next to Brian's insurance card, which has his last name listed as Austin Green, Brian.
Yeah, I noticed that because it should be Green, Brian Austin. Yeah, or just Green, Brian A at least. It took me away. I was like, nope, don't. They don't have medical billers and coders working on the fucking show here. Come on, Steven, get over it. But it pissed me off anyway. Mention that Brian Austin Green is 5'11" and 189 pounds, is it?
I think it's, Which, they don't have the height and weight on most insurance cards either. This looks more like a license. And again, it would be Green, Brian A. Anyway, I digress.
He's got some good coverage, though. I'll tell you that.
Yes, he does.
Great.
Yeah. He needs that STAG card. So Madam President, Gabrielle Carteris, was able to get this superhero douchebag teenage actor to drop the complaint against Jason if Jason would play the villain on the show. So they do like a little stage fight. It's super cheesy. The kid punches Jason, stage acting, falls on his back. So, Jason stands up. He wants to say, like, hey, I'm glad we were able to solve all this. But the actor proceeds to kick Jason in the dick, knocking him again back to the ground. Gabrielle rushes over to him. She's calling for a medic. She takes a bag of ice and just kind of throws it on his balls. Jason's like, dude, that dude has some serious issues that, he needs to work this out by playing his character. So Gabrielle starts realizing something. She tells Tori that she wants to do things differently this time. She wants inclusion and diversity on the show. She reminds Tori that in the 90s, Andrea wasn't even allowed to touch her African-American boyfriend, and she wants to do things differently. Tori's in agreement. She's like, yeah, let's do it. What do you want? Gabrielle says, well, could we maybe have Andrea explore her studies? She says, yes, of course. They hug. So now Jason Priestley is in on the reboot. Gabrielle Carteris is in on the reboot. Up next, Ian Ziering.
Right, before we get to Ian, can we very briefly talk about Jason Priestley and his CW-esque level villain costume?
Mm-hmm.
It's very like Nacho Libre-ish.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's not flattering.
None the least.
I mean, it's I do like none of it. I'm trying to find something to say nice about it, and I can't.
So I thought about this long and hard. So, if I'm guessing this is probably a CW-esque type superhero series, probably like a offshoot of the Flash or something, like a deep cut hero show, something we've never heard of.
Yeah.
So they managed to land Jason Priestley not only as the director, but now all of a sudden he's acting on the show. He's playing a villain. They're not going to put a mask over his face. They're going to, like, at the very most, like, give him some, like, goggles or something, just to, like, cover his eyes. But
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. No, it'll be like when Mark Hamill was on The Flash and they gave him just a funky, like, pink wig to wear or something.
Yeah, like a headpiece.
You know it's his face. Yeah.
Or they do, like, raccoon eyes to him.
Yeah. Yeah, not this. They wouldn't do this.
Because they don't want to be like, tonight's guest star, Jason Priestley, and it's just a guy in a mask.
Mm-hmm. It's like, that's his stunt double. He's 3 inches taller.
Tonight's guest star is a very pudgy-looking Jason Priestley. I'm just kidding. He looks good.
Yes.
He looks great in spandex.
Yes.
Looks better than me
he does.
Spandex.
I couldn't pull that shit off. So now we cut over to a meeting with Ian Ziering and Tori Spelling. Ian says that he hired a tech firm to install cameras all over the house because he needs to have actual proof of Stacy cheating on him, and he got it in the kitchen, in the living room, in the bedroom, in his McLaren. He says he's moving on, he's done with it. So what do you want to tell me about this reboot? Tori says, we need you. He's like, yeah, I know, but I have demands first. And he wants his and Tori's name to be on beauty products. She's like, perfect, our faces, let's sell beauty products. He's like, no, not our face, our names. It's Next Gen by Ian and Tori. She's like, I don't love the idea, but she can learn to love it if it gets him on board. So Ian Ziering is now part of the reboot. Up next, Brian Austin Green.
All right, before we get to Brian Austin Green, can we briefly talk about Ian Ziering says that he went on this whole heist. He did this whole heist to catch his wife cheating. It was like that Shaggy song, It Wasn't Me. They were all over the place.
Right?
Buck naked, banging on the bathroom floor. And yet, we see none of this. I wanted to see, like Ian Ziering hired a private detective. Veronica Mars comes by. They're hanging some, I don't know, little, like, tiny cameras in rooms.
Jonesy.
Yeah, Jonesy, maybe.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones. Speaking of the other Jonesy.
Yeah, she'd be fun.
Yeah. I don't know, like hanging up like
yes.
microphones and tiny cameras and all kinds of fun stuff. And I don't know, Ian Ziering in a van across the street that says, I don't know, like cake delivery, and he's just watching all these screens.
Yeah.
That should have been a whole episode. We should just
That's the deleted scenes.
I don't know, it could be a web series.
Yes, I would watch that.
Ian Ziering in front of like 17 computer monitors and listening to mics and I don't know, like maybe he sends like decoys out, so there's like a pizza boy going up and like opens the pizza box and it's like taking shots inside.
Extra sausage. Oh.
Yeah.
Thought you were going for a porn route here.
Well, it'll go that way because they'll be moving the Mrs. Ziering will be bringing the pizza into their sex room.
Yes. So let's rein in Brian Austin Green. Tori says that they're going to rearrange the schedule so that he can still film his movie. And he says, well, I may not do the movie anymore. They don't really want me. They just want Shay. They want her music. And Tori says, that's why you should do it. You're a good actor. Prove them wrong. She says that he's lucky that he has Shay in his corner who's willing to help him out. Nate doesn't do shit for her other than produce babies. Right? And Brian's like, you're actually a really inspired nature. I'm in. So Tori has everyone. She has everyone in her little Peach Pit playset except for Shannon Doherty. She's so close. And then Jenny comes into the house and she takes her doll, moves it out of the little playset. She's like, I can't do it. This is when we learn that Kyler is filing to be emancipated. Her own daughter wants a divorce. So Jenny explains that she doesn't want Kyler growing up how she did on a TV set for, 10 years. She wants Kyler to have a normal life. So Jenny says that she's willing to stay home with her full time, even if it means she can't be on set with Tori, which Kyler looks like she's already like 20 or something. So I'm like, how long is this really going to be? But whatever.
I don't know. I was thinking the next year. She's like a senior in high school. And...
Yeah. She's 17. She'll be 18 in like 3 weeks. But nope.
I don't know. Like the last episode of the reboot, it's going to be like her graduation day. They're like, what the fuck, Jenny? She's like, oops, I forgot. I was so focused throwing my husband's golf bags into the pool that I didn't realize, how old my daughter was. So maybe again, I still think of her as like a little 8-year-old,
right?
Even though she drives.
Yeah.
Even though she's a virgin who can't drive.
Thank you. I told you about the time I said that to my dog. It was great.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. So yeah, Tori understands. She respects Jenny's position. She's just pissed off that she can't be on set with her, but she knows, kids come first. So we got our Shannon sighting here.
Sighting.
So
it's
excited. Yes.
Like a UFO sighting, like a rare unicorn in the woods.
Yes. She is. So Brian's on the phone with Shannon. He's sad that, she was in town and she wasn't able to see him while she was there. He says that he needs her, his super best friend, for a pick-me-up. So we finally see Shannon. She's wearing her black cowboy hat and like a wetsuit. And she's helping a sea lion get untangled from, like some sort of net that washed up on shore. And she offers Brian advice. Let it go. Shay did not deceive you. She was only trying to help you. It's not a reflection of her lack of faith in you. It's your own insecurities. And Brian says she's right. And then she compares him to the endangered birds that she uses fake bait to lure in to lure them in. She says that they deserve to continue their species lines and he deserves to continue his career. So Brian thanks her. He's like, your wisdom is amazing. Oh, by the way, Tori's been trying to reach you. And Shannon shakes her head. She's like, I don't have time for that right now. I need to finish freeing this sea lion who's fighting me. So Brian ends the call, may the force be with you. And Shannon gets this netting off of the sea lion and, he's free to go. She did her good deed. And I love it.
Oh, yeah, I love the Shannon Doherty, apology tour.
Yes.
That's great. She's saving lives, saving little animal lives all around the world. She's a globetrotter. Yes. She don't get time for this shit. She don't get time to be fucking petty with all these bitches.
Right?
She don't have time to be stealing dresses in Las Vegas and getting arrested and
saving baby tigers and sea lions. Oh, God, she's great.
Yeah, playing villains on CW superhero shows. She don't get time for this shit. She's like, I was already the villain on the CW show once.
Right?
Charmed. Yeah, that's right. It was the WB then, but it became the CW after I left.
Oh, you couldn't hold it together once they lost Shannon.
Yeah, I think I checked out after our Lord and Savior left.
What was it, 3 seasons? I'm like, it was a good 3-season show. Yeah. It's like, no, it was on for 9 years. I'm like, nope, 3. It ended at season 3.
It's on for 9 years. I got this brave new reboot that nobody knows about. I've never seen it.
That too. I forget about that one. So this is a weird part, but we have words of wisdom with Jason Priestley. He rings Jenny's doorbell. She wants to know why he's there, how he found her. Typical Jenny kind of making fun of him. He's kind of an egotistic person here. He's like, well, I just hope you're not dropping out of the reboot because I'm in it. And she's like, you're really not that important in my life, Jason. So no, don't inflate your ego. He chuckles, saying, oh, you're as mean as ever. He starts walking away, and Jenny catches up to him and explains the situation with her daughter and how, Jenny doesn't want her to be an actor and she's trying to get emancipated. Anything like you were when you were her age, she'll find a way to become an actor regardless of what you say. And wouldn't you rather have Kyler think that you are someone that supports her dreams instead of standing in the way of them? So Jenny just says, I just don't want her to make the same mistakes that I made. And Jason says, she won't. She has you as a mother.
It's very,
a sweet scene.
Cindy Walsh-ish of Jason Priestley. It's a little...
I know.
A little Cindy Walsh vibes have rubbed off on Jason. And he just drops these little nuggets.
Yes. I can handle this side of Jason in little doses. He's no Brandon Walsh anymore.
Let's go, Brandon. He's got grown up.
Right?
Facial hair.
Yep. He needs to shave, though. I wish he would shave.
I kind of dig it. I kind of like it.
So we're at the park.
Rugged. Yeah.
Do you? I don't know. I think I agree with Tori. He looks a little too puffy here, and I'm no position to call anyone puffy, but just without the facial hair, I think he looks better.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while without the facial hair. I think that's his new signature look. New look for Jay. Like they call him Jay.
It is.
I still like
Jay.
What the fuck is Jay? Every time they say Jay.
Yeah. Well, it's like everyone has a nickname except for Ian, or it's an abbreviated name.
Z.
What are they gonna call him? I? Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Jason does at one point call him Z.
Like that came up.
Mm-hmm. So we are at the park. We are going to follow a little bit of a scene here with Jenny and Tori. Jenny says she's in, but she has one condition. Kyler has to have a recurring role on the show. That way I can watch out for her, I can protect her, and I can help her. Tori says, great idea. And Jenny says, it was Jason's. So they go to work collecting trash from the park. And you look really excited about them collecting trash from the park. I don't know why you're excited about them collecting trash from the park.
There's just something. There's just something about the stars of BH90210 wearing those little reflective vests, those orange reflective vests, on the side of the road, just picking up litter. It's almost like they're getting trashed. And I mean, this is WINE-021-BROS after all, so we are drinking.
You want to get trashed with the trashies?
Trashed with the trash.
All right.
We'll pretend there's our little normal theme here. It's not the video version.
Yes.
Apologies,
Listen.
Welcome to Getting Trashed with the Trash. Picking up the trash? I don't know. Who knows?
I like it. I like getting trashed with the trash. We're
this is the segment of the podcast where we talk about our drink selections for the evening and how we relate it to the episode that we just watched. So I'm going to allow you to go first.
All right. Well, I'm cheap and easy, and the wine I got was cheap and easy. It's a Beringer, a Maine and Vine, California Pink Moscato. The only way I can say it's anything like the show is it's from California, and I feel like Jenny and Tori like Pink Moscato.
I guess you said it was cheap and easy. I'm sure this, as we learned, we just recently found out the salary of the cast, and it wasn't that high. Especially compared to the stars of other reboots like Will and Grace and Murphy Brown and stuff. So yeah.
Right.
So I guess fuck you, Fox? Question mark. I don't know. Whoever's in charge of salary negotiations.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck you, Fox
So
works.
my drink selection. It kind of ties in with the show in the sense that the show is kind of a callback to all the hot gossip that we saw in the tabloids all over the years and all the rumors. So today, I'm drinking Rumors Moscato. And if you look close, you see a few little birds. Just reminded me of the old Beverly gang. There's Brandon, Brenda, Andrea, Kelly, Donna, Steve, Dylan, Val. Yeah, Val's in this one.
Yes.
Carly Gita Kincaid.
No, David, what the fuck? I don't like your wine. You can get rid of
David's
that.
in my glass because he's a tall glass of water. Oh, or a tall glass of wine.
I like it.
Fine wine.
Yes, he is. It's true. That's so true.
Right. That was our drink section. I hope you enjoyed it. Support our products, I guess.
Yeah, or support our Patreon that doesn't exist, so that we can buy $8 bottles of wine instead of this cheap shit.
One that was like named Wildfire because it had a cool bottle, but I was like, I spent $9 for a bottle of wine. That probably tastes like piss.
Nope.
I will say, this is a little sweet, just like the show.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that then. Mine is, how do they describe it? Attractive floral tropical fruit aromas. Brian has the fun tropical shirts. He's attractive. And Jenny smells like flowers.
I don't get anything cool. Mine just says ingredients: grapes, tartaric acid, and sulfur dioxide. So I don't know. Hope that turned you on.
Do you like my acid? All right. So we are back in the park. Jenny thanks Jason for the parenting advice and says it was actually really helpful. He lets her know that his wife is actually pregnant, but he didn't find out until after Vegas. So I know, scandal. So Tori thanks everybody for agreeing to the reboot. She knows it wasn't easy, but she thinks they should all talk details before going into the studio. And she says, the old 90210 needs a facelift. And Jenny remarks, I know I do. Yeah. So Tori mentions that she's already talked to Gabrielle. They've been discussing the fact that they think Andrea should be exploring her sexuality this season. And Brian wants to know, wait, you guys are already talking story and you didn't involve anyone in this? What's up with this? And Tori says, well, no, we're not really talking, but we did hire a writer. And Jason gets upset here. He thinks that he should meet the writer. He's directing the episode. And Ian wants to know who made the decision to let you direct an episode. And Tori kind of steps in. She's like, look, I'm the producer of the show. I can make these calls. So Ian's like, fine, then I want product placement. And everyone starts squabbling and threatening to quit the show. They're acting like a bunch of children. Tori steps forward. She yells at everyone to stop. She says, look, if there's anything that you guys want, I want it too. So let me know what you want to do here. We're going to put Jenny's daughter on the show. And Ian's like, oh, because that worked out so well for you, right, Tor?
Nepotism.
I know. It was a low blow here. And Tori kind of ignores it. She's like, yes. And you know what? We're going to make Andrea. We're going to make Andrea bi. We're going to do product placement for Ian's earring. Brian, what do you want? What do you want in this new reboot? And he says he wants them all to be equal partners this time. So they all agree. They're a team. And Tori adds in, if you guys want something, I want it too. So it's my turn. I want, and she forgets her line here apparently. And Gabrielle leans forward and she's like, group therapy. And Tori's like, I want group therapy. And they all, arms up in the air. They're like, nobody needs that. And Gabrielle stomps her foot down. She's like, it's a non-negotiable. Group therapy's happening. The paparazzi interrupts and they begin taking pictures. And, the cast is just posing it up. Brian's like, hey, this is fun. And, they're all smiles.
Hamming it up for the cam. Hamming it up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we were at the final pitch meeting for this show. The cast is in the room. The execs come in. Tori says, hey, I'm sorry Shannon's delayed. She's in Africa. But they're fine. They're happy to see everyone together again. And Tori gives them a gift. It's her Peach Pit playset. So the execs introduce the cast to the new executive that will be running their day-to-day schedules. And we see Holy Emily Valentine, Christine Elise McCarthy walks into the room.
Play 2.
Right. 2. So Jason, leans forward. He's like, maybe group therapy isn't such a bad idea. Christine says hello to everyone. I like seeing your photos, picking up the trash. And you know what? Therapy is a great idea. I think you should all explore your narcissism, your neuroses, and your pathological self-absorption. It'll make great television. She just kind of smiles. She shakes her head. She's like, this is going to be so much fun.
Christine Elise McCarthy's getting the comeuppance here. It's like, I'm just going to terrorize these fucking actors, these actresses. You know what? I tried to be a star, and all people remember me from is this show. I was in 10 episodes, maybe 13 tops. But I'm forever Emily Valentine, but no more, Mr. Nice Girl. Yeah, now I'm the granddaughter of Chucky. I'm gonna be mean as fuck, and I'm here for it. Yes,
please do.
Call us.
Yes.
Tweet us at WINE-021-BROS.
Yes. Yeah. Or comment more on our Instagram post, because you did that once. We'll take more.
Friend of the show.
Yes. So we're gonna wrap it up pretty quickly here. Jenny is at home with Kyler. She admits that she was scared about Kyler becoming an actress, and she doesn't want to stand in Kyler's way anymore. So she gives her some papers. She's like, "This is a contract for a role on the show. If we're gonna do this, if you're gonna be an actor, we're gonna do it together." Aw, character growth. It's sweet. And now we have Gabrielle and her husband, whose name I don't think we know. They toast to 30 years together and their weekly Friday date night, with each one being better than the last one. Gabrielle, she kind of falls into his arms. She's like, "This is exactly what I need. You know me so well." She admits that she would be lost without him, so it's a good thing. He's not going anywhere, he says. Gabrielle starts getting a little nervous here. She's like, "Look, I'm doing the reboot. Things are going to be different. Andrea's going to be exploring her sexuality." And he says, "Hey, that's a great idea. It's about time that happens." Gabrielle starts crying, and she tells him that she has reasons for this being so important to her.
Do you think he's her beard? Okay.
Yes.
You think he's in on it? You think he knows?
I do.
He's in on the fun?
I think he might suspect, but doesn't want it to be true. Yeah.
Loki, I think would be into it. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah. If she would be willing to, let him be in it.
It's going to be tough to keep this secret, because being Madam President and all. We don't want a scandal. We don't want Matthew Modine to get the upper hand and swoop in and steal the spotlight. Yeah. If anyone listening to this is a member of SAG-AFTRA, vote for Gabby. A vote for Gabby is a vote for you.
Yep. Exactly. You need her more
vote
than
early,
we do.
Vote often. Just go to your. I don't know. I don't even know how you what do you mail in a ballot? I don't even know how you do it. To be honest with you, I don't know how. I don't know.
But no. I feel like it's in a big auditorium and everyone just kind of raises their hands and they count.
They hold up a paddle. It's like, if you want Matthew Modine, raise the purple paddle. And then someone comes by and counts them all. And then if you want Gabrielle Carteris, raise the yellow paddle. And then we got our third party nomination. Lindsay Lohan, back in town. She's back from Mykonos, or where the fuck she went to.
Did she lose her accent yet?
Not yet, but she will. It'll slip.
Okay.
She's gonna keep it for a little bit. She'll hire the Greek mob to I don't know, inflate the numbers.
Ballot boosting or whatever it's called, ballot stuffing.
It's wait a second.
So we have
Elizabeth Taylor's been dead for 20 years. How is she voting?
Right? Debbie Reynolds. What?
Hold on, these are all dead celebrities voting for Lindsay Lohan. What's going on?
Wasn't that a Simpsons episode? Everyone's dead animals were voting for Sideshow Bob or something.
The movie Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade.
There you go. I like it. No, not Snowball 1.
And
yes, that's right. Okay.
With Donald Trump. Probably.
Yes, but we won't get political on this podcast and get yelled at by friend of the show, Kat Halstead again.
We'll save that for another day. I know. We're not allowed
Yes.
to mention the Obama's tan suit any longer.
Yeah. Hashtag tan suit.
Oh God! You know what? Can we write a letter to Gabrielle Carteris and just be like, "Hey, can you wear like a tan suit in a future episode of BH 90210?" And then have
Oh,
have
God.
a
I hope
character
so.
named Kat she can talk to,
Or just she'll be holding a cat in her
like,
hands,
rub it,
petting
rub
her
it
little
pussy.
kitty. Yeah. That's what we need. That's the show I'm here
Help
for.
HBO CEO of vaginal scenes. All right.
Yes.
Where
All
are
right.
we?
Let's wrap this shit
We got
up.
things to
So, Shay finds Brian outside the gym. I know. You have to get out to the beach in your office here.
Just a minute.
Shay admits she's you were right to be mad at me. I shouldn't have interfered. He says, you know what? I'm not. I appreciate everything you did for me. I'm excited about this reboot. I might even hire an assistant. She says, don't steal one of mine. So he tells his agent he wants an assistant. They exchange their I loved you. Oh my God. They exchange their I love yous, which a stalker boy observes from the distance. And Tori is now at home. She's cleaning up after dinner. She tells Nate, everything's coming together. I know I can do this despite what you may think. I'm not even doing this for the money anymore. Like, I'm actually fucking passionate about this. She waits for a response. There isn't one. She looks over, and Nate's just passed out on the couch, and there's a cute little puppy on top of the couch that she starts petting. I love the dog.
Shout out to Tori's dog. Probably one of 6. She probably has a dog for every child, let's be real.
I would. Or I'd have more dogs than I do kids. And now we get to the drama. We have to end the show on a bit of a couple of cliffhangers here. So there's 3 of them, I believe. Cliffhanger 1. Jason Priestley is finishing up a dinner at the little club or whatever. He gets a phone call from his doctor, who tells him there's no damage from the kick to the dick, but there is a pre-existing medical condition that could make it difficult for Jason to conceive children. Jason's confused, but before the doctor can go on, Jack Carlisle, the writer, a.k.a. the guy that was blackmailing Camille earlier, introduces himself and says, hey, I'm going to be writing the episode. Really excited to work with you here. So we have our little ominous music in my head here. And now we cut over to Stalker Boy.
Hold on. Before we get to Stalker Boy. I wish we got the, anytime Dylan did something bad, that cool guitar wailing music played. I wish we got that.
Yeah. Oh, they need to bring the musical cues back. Yes, bring them back. So yeah, Stalker Boy is writing an email. He applies to be Brian's assistant. We learn his name is Zach, or at least he says his name is Zach, and he's wearing a very David Silver-esque shirt here. He smirks to himself. He sends his resume to the agent, closes out his email, and we see the background picture on his computer is a collage of the original cast members' promo shoots.
Low-key, I guess the word on the internet is that this is Brian Austin Green's supposed to be his son, is the legend, which would kind of be a fuck you to his actual son, who he had with Vanessa Marcel, that he doesn't talk to because of Megan Fox. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it'll be scary to see how this happens here. I feel really bad for the son if it's true.
I was like, I hope they don't go to that point. But then I was like, maybe he could be a cult member of the actual New Evolution and is trying to woo in cast members of 90210. Who knows? Yeah. And is the New Evolution supposed to be an allegory of Scientology? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there in the original run of the series. One of these days.
Yes. Yes. So we wrap up our show. The doorbells ring at everyone's house, and the dolls that Tori was using in her little Peach Pit playset are delivered to each of the cast members. So doll Brian, the head rolls off of his shoulders. Doll Ian his hands are cut off. Doll Jenny is lying in blood splatters. Doll Gabriella is ripped apart. Doll Tori is decapitated. All of her bones, or not bones, but her legs are ripped off, her arms. She has the blood splatter beneath her. And then Doll Jason is stabbed with pins as he looks at it. Our credits roll.
Hilary Swank send in voodoo dolls to the cast for the way she was wrongfully ripped from the series, like 8 episodes in, back in 1998-ish.
I think it could be her or Kathleen Robertson, because Claire should have been there until the end.
I agree with you there. I was going to say it could also...
Or James Eckhouse.
I was going to say Tiffany Amber Thiessen, but she's too busy on her Netflix show, so she don't got time for this shit. She wants to eventually... Yes. She wants the door open.
And I don't know if she still has her Food Network show. Or her cooking channel show.
She wants the door open. What's it like? Dinner with Tiffany or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
She didn't have Jason Priestley in an episode, though.
Yeah, Dinner at Tiffany's. Mm-hmm. She had him. She had no one else on the show, but some Saved by the Bell people. Lance Bass, his hubby.
Not us. Not us.
It's kind of an annoying show. No, but maybe she'll pay for the plane tickets from your beach office and my husband's cave here.
You know what? We'll send her our calendars. We'll see if we can make it work. Yeah. Maybe we'll get her for the season. Maybe for the season 5 premiere, or whatever season shit.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
We'll do it live from the Thiessen Castle. Thiessen Wood. I feel like it's called Thiessen.
She'll be across the moat. We'll be on the other side of the moat. Just yell into the microphone.
There's like sharks below that eat people that try to.
Piranhas come up.
A little drawbridge comes down, and it's like a rickety drawbridge, and there's tunnels and shit. There's tunnels.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. You open up a painting, and we crawl through these little secret caverns, and I don't know, we bump into her little laboratory. She has a little the Amber Thiessen Labs. She's a superhero. Sorry.
I'm picturing it. I love it.
Can I artist draw the castle? Can I artist draw Thiessen Wood?
I will ask him to. Yeah.
Just watch our Instagram.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
To do some bros and cons? You ready to bro it up and con it on?
I'm ready. I don't know if you're ready, but I'm fucking ready.
Cons. This is the segment in which we talk about our favorite parts of the episode, the bros, and our least favorite, the cons. So I think we're going to start off with the bros. I'll allow you to go first. Stephen DeFury, what's your first bro of the night?
All right. Bro number 1 goes to Tori's dog. Anytime there's a dog, it's an instant win in my book, so yay doggies.
Mine's kind of related to Tori also. I'm going to give my first bro. I don't really like the character, but I like his lifestyle. I'm going to give my first bro to Nate Spelling. I don't know. I just want to be a stay-at-home house husband and sleep on the couch while, she's writing schedules down on marker boards and doing a million other things. Because I think last week he was just floating around in the pool, and I was like, damn, why is that not me?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can respect none of that, but all right. Bro number 2, I'm going to give to Brian and Shannon's phone call. Brian? I like their friendship, and
is that you, Brian?
I don't want to rap on camera or on anything that's recorded, but yes, I'll be Brian. I'll just be super dry and make fun of myself and tell everyone to go fuck themselves. It'll be great.
All right. Why do you like this?
Yeah. Well, I heard on an interview with, I think, Andy Cohen, that out of all the cast members, she always said Brian is the one that she kept in touch with the most, that she always felt like was her best friend on the show. So I like that they're actually playing it out in real life. Plus the fact that she's out there saving animals and helping it to improve this dying planet. Thumbs up to you, Shannon Doherty.
I'm gonna give that my second bro. So do bros. Cheers. Ting.
Cheers. It's empty.
Next time. I owe you one. Or you owe me one. Anyway, so yes. Yeah, I like that. I like the whole friendship thing. And she looks great in her black hat. And I love that she wore it to the beach, protecting the skin. Mm-hmm. Those UV rays, you got to protect the epidermis.
Yes.
All right. Your final bro.
All right. My final bro goes to my dear friend, Tori Spelling. I really like seeing her just kind of piece everything together. She's this really incredible maternal type that can juggle everything and everyone. And I've always been a fan of her in comedic roles.
I agree with you there. It's great. I love it. She's fun. We know she's a good joker, so to say. But I'm gonna give my final bro. My final bro. I think I'm gonna give it to the return of Christine Elise McCarthy. It was just fun to see her in the flesh, like actually mingling with the cast. I've just been waiting for that for so long. I wish we got more, but I'm sure that's coming next week. I'm sure we'll get more in the coming weeks.
Oh yeah. Yes. All right. I like it. I mean, I'm ready for more. I don't think 6 episodes is enough for me. I'm selfish. I want 25.
You know maybe we'll get a back 9. Maybe we'll get a hot back 9. All right, you ready for some cons?
Your words to Mariah's ears.
You ready?
Yes.
Ooh, I like it. You ready for some cons?
Yeah.
You ready to con it on?
All right, con number 1. I'm going to go first because I was due. Goes to these fake spouses. I'm not really digging on any of them right now. And in fact, I don't even know what Gabrielle's husband's name is on this show. And I don't even care enough to look it up.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. I feel like they're dragging the show down. Anytime we get a scene with Shay or Vanessa Lachey or Nate or even Kyler. Like, I know Jane doesn't have a spouse, but she's got a daughter. And I'm just like, I don't really care about that. Like, I didn't wait 20 years to see this. I want to see the gang interaction with each other.
Right.
You're taken away from that. And we have such a limited time. We only have six hours, so to say, to deal with this. I don't care what else is going on in their lives. I don't care about fucking Ian Zierin's facial cream or whatever the fuck he's trying to hawk. Some proactive bullshit that he's working on.
You know what, though? It's fucking working because he looks like he's 20 still.
I know.
Maybe 25.
I was thinking about this earlier. So, Ian and Gabby are the 2 oldest, right?
They're both over 50.
But yet, I find them the youngest looking and hottest.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something about like Gabrielle Carter's that I'm just like drawn to now. Like, I don't know what it is, but she's got it.
She does. Yeah. She does look good.
All right.
Interesting. All right. Sorry, interesting. I like it.
You write that down? You look like you're jotting.
No. Oh no, it was good. It was as deep as we'll ever get. My next con I'm going to give to the creepy fan in the courthouse that Tori that owned Donna's dress. He just disturbed me. I don't know. He reminds me of like comic book guy from The Simpsons, and I don't like when characters are brought to real life from cartoons.
Yeah, I can see that. He's got a room, like a storage room, or maybe he has a room in a storage facility. And he's just got all these props of like hot, sexy stars of the '90s. So he's probably got like, I don't know, Elaine's high heels from Seinfeld. Who knows what kind of things he's got lurking in there. I'm almost afraid to see it. But I'm going to give my second con. Let's see. I'm going to give my second con to that whole superhero show. The guy from the show. I don't know. I don't really care for him. The star of that show. Oh, the
teenage douchebag?
Yeah, like the only time we see him, he's just sitting on that like weird platform in front of a green screen. Like, who is he trying to be?
Yeah.
Who is he fooling?
Right?
It's almost like he's trying to create the illusion that something's behind him that's not really there.
I don't believe that. No one would ever do that. Come on.
Who would do that? Right?
Right? Shit.
He's just in one of those shows that he just acts in front of a green screen, which I think is like all modern day television and movies.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Sadly.
Let's be real. All right. Your final con.
My final con is going to this anonymous doll sender / doll breaker.
Really?
Like, these fucking toys they're custom made toys, and he's just out there destroying them. Like, they're available to buy at any Target toy section. Like, gasp! How could you?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it from that end. I mean, I like the storyline. I'm into the storyline. I guess defacing those dolls is a little shitty, especially when like one of them's like $180 a pop on Amazon or eBay.
Yeah. And they didn't even make them back then for David, Andrea, or Steve, and he's fucking destroying those too. Fucking asshole.
Yeah,
or she.
These ones are like action figure size, though. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like the Barbie doll-esque ones that they used to make back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could change their clothes. It's just like a plastic molding. Maybe they had Hasbro. Hasbro sent them like a hotline. All right. You ready for my final con?
Let's hear it.
You ready to end it? I'm going to give my final con to, drum roll please, the text message effect that happens in this episode when Jason directs Tori earlier in the episode. It's this television. Television is adapted to modern technology, and it's a struggle. People don't really talk on the phone anymore. People text now, so you have to find creative ways to incorporate into a show or a movie. And the way things are doing it now is almost the way that VH1 did pop-up videos, where this little like dialogue screen pops up on the screen. You hear the noise and you see it, and I don't know, I'd just have a phone call happen. Like, I know people don't really talk on the phones these days, but you could still do it. Or just have the actor or actress just read the text aloud. I don't know.
Yeah. It was very Days of Our Lives, Ian, and it wasn't great.
Veronica Mars did this in their season 4 episodes. They had a lot of text exchanges, and we got a lot of that on the screen, and it's just very... I feel like in like 30 years, when text messaging doesn't exist anymore, and then you start watching these things, people are like, what the fuck is that? What is going on? This is how you communicated back in 2019-ish times?
Yeah, it's going to be very archaic. It already is.
Do a FaceTime.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I agree. Are
you ready for the conniest of cons, the worst of the worst, the loser of the week?
I'm fucking ready. I don't think you're going to like mine because it was one of your bros, but I'm giving it to Nate Spelling. You know what? This bitch had better fucking wake up soon and realize how good he has it being married to this version of Tori Spelling.
Oh.
I don't like him.
I mean, as I said earlier, I don't like the character. I just liked his lifestyle. I just enjoyed him.
Okay.
My loser of the week, I'm going to give to... I'm going to go with the spouses. I'm just going to give all the spouses. I don't even know if I said it was a con, but if I did, I'm doubling up. Just because, especially Shay. I don't know. There's just something about Shay I don't like. I don't like this whole idea that, Brian's married to this superstar. We don't really know anything about her, so it's just so, I guess, it's hard to explain. So it would have been great if they just, had Beyonce on the show, and it was like, Brian Austin Green's just married to Beyonce. Then it's like, oh, he's married to Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Or even just like have Megan Fox come on.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, this whole Shay...
Or a name we know.
This whole Shay thing is so... We get she's a singer, everyone loves her, but I need to know at what level she is.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a Lizzo, which is someone who's just her career is just count up right now, but she's hot? Or is she someone that has had staying power, like a Beyonce or a Mariah Carey? That's what I need to know. I don't know.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I can see it. It would make sense if the show had more episodes and dedicated 1 hour to each of the cast members from 2000 to 2019, where we see them meet their spouses and blah 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 blah. But obviously they can't do that, so we're just supposed to like them because the cast is married to them. But no, they haven't made anyone really that engaging yet.
I like that idea. Do Lost flashbacks. Every week you get a Jason flashback episode. The next week's Jenny Garth flash. Oh, I like that. Maybe we get to see their psyche and how they what brought them to this point and why they're feeling the way they're feeling. Because let's be real, like, we don't really know. I mean, they're playing heightened versions of themselves, but it's wildly fictionalized, so it's hard to really get a good grasp of who they are supposed to be, and we can only just make assumptions of what they're supposed to be. Like, I would like to see what drove Shannon Doherty to, I don't know, to saving the wild, like saving wildlife. So I don't know. I'd like to know. That's all I gotta say.
I want it.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the pitch. That's the pitch on a scale of 1 out of 5 rescued sea lions. How many rescued sea lions would you give this episode? 1 being the worst, 5 being the hottest.
I'd give it a solid 3.5. 3.5.
I see it. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit less. I'm going to give it a 3. The good outweighed the bad, but I don't know. Part of me just wants more. I guess I'm just expecting more, and I don't really. I don't know. Maybe it'll all come together at the end. Who knows?
No, I'm excited for more. I mean, I wish we had more. I want more.
All right. So thank you.
Thank you. I need to see more.
So thank you for watching our special video edition of BH Now 2.0. I hope we get to do this 4 more times.
Yes.
Really looking forward to it.
Me too.
And
yes, these are fun.
Like our banter, if you enjoy us, feel free to go back and listen to our galaxy of episodes. We're currently in season 2 of the show. We're about to air the episode in which they go on a camping trip, to give you an idea of where we are in the show. And it's fun.
Okay. I didn't know that, but awesome.
So that's coming up. So I hope you enjoy it. Just go back and listen to us, rate, review us, tell us we're hot, tell us we're attractive, leave some hot comments.
Yes, please. Like I said, I have very low self-esteem, so come on, help me out here.
And I guess that's all we got for now. So see you next time in the zip code. Is that our sign off? I don't even know.
Yeah, sure. See ya in the hills.
Peace, bro.